How do I improve cash flow in my business? Have you ever had those months where you are selling, making massive sales, feel so broke? Well, it happened to me when I first started business. I thought sales was all I needed, but then rent came calling, suppliers came calling, and I realized that it wasn't only cash flow that I needed. And I realized my cash flow was barely surviving. Cash flow is the money moving in and out of your business. When it's positive, your business can breathe. When it's negative, everything feels tight, like you are running but you're not moving. Here are 5 simple ways to boost your cash flow. Send invoice early. Just this morning when I walked into the office, my sales rep had an order and she was delaying in doing the invoice. I really got mad at her and told her why she was delaying in doing the invoice. Because I remember when I started business, I lost a huge business then because we were being slow in doing our invoice. So as a policy we have within our office is that once an order comes, we do not waste less than 10 to 15 minutes to make sure the invoice is ready and being sent. And we don't have an excuse for that. Because of that, the customer had to go and buy from another supplier. So right now, we send invoice immediately, follow up like our life depends on it. The earlier you send them, the earlier your customers are able to make payments before changing their minds. Avoid unnecessary expenses. There are some unnecessary expenses that every business should try and avoid. Example, when we started our business, over a while, we found that the cost of running diesel and the cost of running fuel in a month was being drastically high. What did we do? We had to convert to using solar to run our power. All our branches currently now run on solar, and we can say that in a month where we were spending 300 to 400,000 to fuel the generator, now we are spending nothing because we have invested the money in solar panel. When we cut this, we figured that our profit rose by 15%. So as a business owner, try your best to cut down on expenses that are unnecessary. And also, if you're a business and you're running delivery, I know all business run delivery. Why not get a trusted delivery company, logistic company, partner with them? Because you are using them more often than not, they're going to start giving you a discount. That is a way to cut down on your business too. Check your expenses. Every naira should be working for you. Review your prices. Your prices might be too low. Sometimes ago, I increased price of one of our equipment by just 10%. And guess what? No complaints. Same customers, more money. Don't be afraid to charge what your product is truly worth. Move old stock. We had this slow moving item in our warehouse then. So one morning, I called all my team members, my head manager, my accountant, my storekeeper. I called them and we had a meeting. And in that meeting, we resolved that we are going to do a clearance sales for that particular product. So what do? I'm not saying you should go and make loss on the product. No. You are going to cut it by maybe your profit margin by maybe 30 to 50% so that you can sell the goods. That's what they say in business. A moving business is a business that is revenue margin is always increased than stocking its goods for a longer time. What do I mean? If your revenue is XYZ and is continuous for a month, than having a goods that you kept in your warehouse, one is occupying space, and if you are renting that warehouse, you cannot even afford to pay for rent for the warehouse. So the best thing to do is always try your best. If an item is not moving, slash it, use the money and go into moving items. The cash helped us restock fast moving items. Don't let your old stock trap your cash. Follow up on debt. First of all, I'm not a fan of having debtors in your business. But in the case where you have debtors in your business, you need to follow up on your debtors. If someone is owing you, the first thing you need to do is to follow up your debt. As a business person, you must first of all send a demand notice to the person. Demand notice states that the person is owing you and he should pay up. With your debt collection, you must be consistent and professional about it. It's not begging. You're not begging the person to pay you for what he's owing you. Delivered values, so you must get paid for your earnings. And if you're doing any transaction with anybody, no matter how small, always get a paper and pen to write the transaction, have an agreement signed. So it is always the best way to go about it. You must have an agreement. So whatever is stated in your agreement is what both parties must follow. Increasing your cash flow isn't about working hard, it's about working smart. Every naira counts. So manage your money well, and your business will thank you for it.